It is officially jacket season, and I'm the unofficial queen according to y'all over on TikTok when I first shared this video with my coat collection using the audio from Ocean's 11. It went mini viral. It had a whole moment. And then this other video I shared last year, getting down, sharing, of course, even more of my jacket collection. But I realized I've never actually did that here on the channel for y'all. So let's dive into my jacket collection with my top 10 because I have way more than 10, but I figured I would keep it to like the best of the best, the creme de la creme for you today. So grab your little drinky drink. I have my rose pistachio latte. And if you happen to be new here, I am Jordan Blackwell, former sustainable materials engineer turned lifestyle content creator behind Little Miss JB Style, helping you find not just what's gonna look good, because baby, we're gonna be looking good, but what's gonna feel good and last you the years, because we have been having some debates recently, if you've watched my recent videos, about where you can shop, how to buy quality, and sharing my tips, obviously having worked in sustainable materials engineering for years, on like how I find quality pieces regardless of the price point. You're gonna get a good look at that today with some of the jackets because it is a mix of new and old, but do not worry. I have done my best to find like more recent versions out there. If you happen to see one that you absolutely feel like you need, baby, I get it, because you see it up in my closet getting worn left, right, and sideways. So let's dive in. This is in no particular order, but with denim jackets, I do love a good denim jacket, okay? Like you saw me try on this long one at Gap just a couple of weeks ago. That was absolutely stunning, but I also have had this longer version from Forever 21 for 5 or 6 years now, and I also have it in black as well. But the one that I've been loving specifically for this season, for this year, has been this puffer style denim jacket from Affirm. Right, like this is not your average millennial denim jacket. This is not the denim jacket she was talking about, saying that we can't be reaching for our denim jackets. This ain't the one. And I love how comfortable this is, and I reach for it just like I would any other denim jacket. It just is such a fun alternative to polish off a lot of my looks. As you're seeing, I've really been doubling it down with denim more recently. I just found like I love that look. I played with it with some cargo jeans. I played with it with some barrel jeans. It's just giving everything that I need it to give, and I really loved how it fits. I really love how it sits. It's not too heavy, and it's really great for just that like in between weather, especially if you got like those outside activities, like if you're going to the apple orchard getting pumpkins. And of course, like now that it's getting even colder, we have the winter markets here in Detroit. I'm so excited. Like the Cadillac Lodges are setting back up again this year for some really, really cute holiday shopping. So this is going to be perfect as we are transitioning into the cooler weather where you need that extra layer and you want to look cool, but again, like edgy. It's really giving Tracy Ellis Ross. Like you remember this look? Honestly, like that's what I feel like I'm channeling every time I put this jacket on, and it just easily elevates an outfit, like easily elevates. And I've seen similar ones at Anine Bing and also at Gap, and of course like those are going to be linked below for you. Coming in at number 9, keeping in mind this is in no particular order, I'm really glad I got over like my initial thought when I first saw these hit the scene, because at first I was like, it's giving Matrix, okay? It's giving, right? And I was not sure how I wanted or how I saw this like going in with my style, because while I do love edgy, some of these pieces can really give a little bit more just emo and goth, and not that there's anything wrong with that, that just is not my style. However, the faux leather trench jackets, okay, this one I have been loving from Vici collection, wearing it left, right, down, and sideways, even with the micro shorts trend, right? Like so cute, and it really is such a statement. Like how gorgeous is this color? And like with the sunlight hitting it like that, is just giving shmoney, elevated, elegant. I reached for this so much more than I anticipated, and I'm really loving it with a lot of the browns that I usually wear, because browns to me it's a classic. I know it's having a big moment right now, but I'm really, really loving it paired with the burgundy. It's just giving just something very, very luxurious, and I just love that mix, just like the leather and the brown. I'm like, And especially as like the weather is gonna get even cooler, this is really, really great. I also liked it so much, I have it in another color, but this other one in black is from H&M actually, and I got this one 3 years ago. So when it first hopped on the scene, I was looking at it like, you know what, it's the right price point, because H&M does a good job. Like they're one of my favorite places, like one of the first places besides ASOS, that like when I'm ready to be shopping and adding things to my closet, H&M usually gets me right, and they did not disappoint with this faux leather jacket. And I just love wearing this as just like an extra cool girl. It's so vibey. Like I really did think I was going to be giving Matrix, okay? Not that I'm not Neo and the one and the chosen one when it comes to choosing the right jackets, okay? Like definitely feeling like my guy, and even Morpheus, right? Like, get the glass. But it's not giving as much matrix as it can appear on other people. So I would say if you're on the fence, these have been really, really fun to wear and layer in the season. Like I said, it's just an instant cool girl like move to me. Like similar to a lot of the bomber jackets that you're gonna see, like the Affirm one that I shared with you. Like this, again, in that burgundy, it's just like, yup. Yeah, and again, stops every single time. Like, I'm so glad I got it last year because I knew, like, I'm gonna wear it. Like, I know I want a good little burgundy number. I'm gonna just layer it over. Still one of my absolute favorites to this day. And along line with that, coming in at number 8, I have this crop jacket from Fashion Nova. Okay? As soon as I saw it, I instantly knew I needed it because one, it's just so fun by itself, paired with some jeans, paired with some easy like ankle boots. But I've been pairing it with the leather pants also from Fashion Nova, like this. I told y'all I was in my fun, playful era for the season. Like, as we are going in, especially like holiday season, y'all, the pieces, I can't wait to show you. I can't wait to show you because we'll get there. But I really do love this as even like an edgy holiday outfit. But even just to go out in the fall, grabbing coffee, I met up with my girl over at Mad Nice in Detroit, which has happy hour lattes, okay? Look. Y'all know that made my little heart, I was like, say less, my little fancy lattes are $3. And they give half off like the espresso martinis before 3 p.m. I was like, So I wore this to meet up with her and it was so great. And I got so many compliments on this jacket that I did run it back. The jacket, my barrel jeans from Target, and then with some Nikes, with the Nike Tech Heras. Just again, something very simple for every day. And that's always, like if you're talking to a Midwestern and up Northern girly, like where we get real winter, the jacket is just gonna be worth it every single season. I think each season personally, I probably will find one kind of like lighter weight to midweight jacket and then one coat. And I've been doing that for 10 years. So as you probably can guess, the outerwear collection is crazy. It's so crazy that I really don't even have my eye on like much of anything this year because you already know if you watch my Zara New In try on video, the coat that I got already for this season, and it is giving what it needs to give. But I do love like a little faux fur trim with my jackets, and I feel like a color like this is so easy because this shade of green is just never gonna go out of style. Like I very rarely will get neons or super trendy colors. Simply because I know myself, like it might seem good at the time, but then in like a year or two, I might just not like the color. Whereas I always reach for green, I always reach for navy, I always reach for burgundy. So those are no brainers. Like I'm always wearing those colors. So an outerwear that's always going to be safe if I want something a little bit different, a different color to give a little pizzazz, a little razzle dazzle, you know, without going overboard where it's like, okay, now I spent all this money on a coat that's like too bright, too much, and I don't actually wear it, and then it's just a waste of my money. You know what I mean? In line number 7, this crop leather jacket from Fashion Nova in burgundy. What'd I just say? Like, I love me a good burgundy moment. I will say, like, at first I was thinking like, hee, Michael Jackson, but I came across this picture on Pinterest, and this is what really inspired this jacket because I was like, yes, I love the idea of just like an edgy cropped jacket. You saw how I styled this jacket in the everyday fall jackets, like kind of off that YSL runway look. Like I really was just like, yes, I love the idea of just like a super cinch, kind of oversized at the top, like colored leather jacket. Like this is so fun. Again, just something that is easy in my mind. Like if you are somebody who I just love jeans or even I love leggings, a fun jacket like this, especially leather, faux leather, it's not going to go out of style. And the top coat and stuff on this is really, really good. It's very much in line with like my H&M one that's lasted 3 years. So I have a lot of faith that this, I'm not going to see a lot of wear, a lot of just like peeling or cracking like that for at least like 4 to 5 years, because that's the other thing when it comes to faux leather specifically. Y'all know the engineer will never leave these conversations. I'm just always going to be an engineer about it. Like, I'm always making sure that I'm buying pieces that are quality. So I'm testing that top coat, I'm scratching at it, I'm pulling at it. I'm making sure that in the store already it's not giving or cracking in any kind of way. And I will sometimes honestly like bring a little bit of hand oil or something with me and like dabble it on there just to see how it looks, because if it gives residue, if that's like not easily like cleaning off and coming off, it's a sign that that baby is just not gonna last. And especially my natural hair girlies with all of our hair oils and all of our mousses, like these are things we need to be taking into account when we're buying pieces, because that will impact how long that they last. And the goal is not to buy a new one every year. The goal is, and if you look at all the girlies whose styles that you love, Janae Naylor, Anika B, Monroe Steele, they have pieces that like have been in their wardrobe for years and like know how to style them with current pieces. Like that's what we're loving. Like, yeah, the current piece seems cool, but you love those pieces that just like feel unique and just have that older story. And so that's what I'm always keeping in mind when it comes to faux leather. Like, baby, we gonna make sure that this lasts, because I want to have a cool jacket that no one else has in a couple of years. It just is like that coveted kind of like, where did you get that kind of piece in a couple of years? Throwing you a curveball for number 5, this crop jacket from Urban Outfitters, because I work out. I think a lot of y'all forget, like, I be working out 5 to 6 days a week, and usually it is at home, and I will walk my dog Anna. So a good, just like easy cropped zip up for me is an essential. And what I love about this is you can easily layer it as well for your outfits, like adding that extra bit of fun. Like, I actually like to layer this underneath like my fuzzy Zara vest, something like this, you know what I mean, with some easy jeans. Just like a really easy cool girl outfit for my like off duty kind of days. Maybe I'm just like doing some returns, gotta like get some things back to some brands, or just like making some exchanges. This is just one of those like an easy zip up jackets, and I literally am looking for one of these in brown too, because I wear a lot of brown with my workout clothes. Actually, like, I'm very, very, very low key when it comes to my workout clothes. It's like H&M gets me together, honestly. And Fashion Nova, if you saw my current favorites, I was surprised. Their workout sets have been actually holding me together and holding me down. I am surprisingly, I'm impressed, low key. So just like an easy jacket to throw on over that, especially when I'm gonna go walk the dog. But I had to share it because it is something like I wear all the time. Like, I probably wear this as soon as the weather gets cold. It's my go-to jacket for when I travel. You've seen this outfit for like the airport. This is just my easy everyday zip up that just like gets the job done. Like, she deserves to be in the video because she be putting in work and I be looking cute. So the Urban Outfitters jacket definitely coming in at number 5. So again, like, depending on your lifestyle, even if you are more chill, I just feel like these kinds of jackets, and I personally prefer zip ups to hoodies and things like that, just because it's easy to get on and off. I can leave it unzipped. Just a little bit more ways to play, I feel like, than with just a hoodie. It just is what it is. So I personally love that jacket as well. And it's held up so well, like, considering how much I do reach for it and wear it like almost every day. Coming in at number 4 with a little bit of pattern play, this houndstooth jacket from Zara. I got this on sale, y'all. I got this on sale. It has been, God, my hair was long when I got this, so it's been over 3 years. Yeah, I've had this jacket for about 5 years, and it is one of my ask about jackets every single season, which tells you houndstooth is one of those classic patterns that's never gonna go out of style. Like, whenever I'm getting compliments about something year over year, it really does solidify just how timeless that piece or that choice was for me. Like, yes, okay, like, people still love this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years later. Like, that is always kind of like that little bit of cosign. Not that I need a cosign, but I know that sometimes it's kind of like, I'm unsure. Let that be your cosign. I get complimented on this every year that if you are looking at houndstooth coats, it's never gonna be a bad choice. They're just so fun. They're so elevated. And I love this too, especially if you have a 9 to 5 and you're looking for a fun jacket to kind of elevate your workwear. This is her. And then also paired with just like an easy black sweater dress, you cannot go wrong. If you want to have fun with different patterns and colors, this is a great place to start too, because the oversizedness of like this houndstooth lets you play around with a lot of like smaller patterns, and black and white's really easy to kind of mix around other patterns with as well. So that's why this jacket, I feel like, is never going to be a bad answer. Like, if I just got 2 brain cells, like, I could throw on a bodysuit. In fact, I have thrown on a bodysuit, a romper, and some boots with this jacket, was like out the door going to like the art gallery and hanging out with a friend. Like, that's what I love about a good jacket. That's the great power of a good jacket in the cold weather, is just like, I'm not gonna have to think about it. It's gonna do the work for me, and no one's worried about what's underneath the jacket. Because do you see this coat? Like, we always turn into Kanye as soon as, do you see this coat? Okay, don't worry about what's underneath, sweetheart. Focus on the coat. That's why I chose the coat. And you're probably thinking to yourself, like, Jordan, we're shopping in a lot of the same places. You're getting some really great pieces, but I never see these, whether I'm in the store or scrolling online, babes. I get it. Because one, you might just be in a rush and not looking, or two, just a lot of these pieces can look very unassuming, whether in the store or on the model. Like sometimes the model just don't do it justice, but I've got that eye. Like, you know what? As soon as I get that on and pair it how I think I'm gonna pair it with the pieces in my closet, it's gonna do what it needs to do. And if you just don't feel like you have the time or energy, or you just wanna make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing, go ahead and follow my email list. That is where I share the first roundups every month, giving you a look at what is new, what I'm eyeing up, what's on my wish list that I would personally buy, spend my own money on, as somebody who's been online shopping, doing sustainable materials engineering, just looking at it from that very critical perspective and bringing it to you in one place. Otherwise, if you're not a big fan of emails, I totally understand. My like to note is the other place you can go ahead and check that kind of stuff out, because I try to make sure I share it like once a week, a roundup or something of just like the things I'm eyeing up. So make sure you sign up for that and follow me over on Like to Know It. This one has a twofer, and that is like the cute cropped aviator coats. I have this one from ASOS, and then I loved it so much. Got it in a black version from H&M. These, again, are just so easy, especially as we get into the colder months. I love the faux fur underneath because it's so warm and it's so cozy, and it just gives me like really, really easy elevated vibes. And the reason these jackets work so well is because of that cropped length. I've had the ASOS one for about 7 years now, a really, really long time, and it gets worn every season, and there is no staining, none of that. It's held up very, very well, which I love. And I usually will pair this, honestly, like over a really fun sweater dress like I did here with this one from ASOS. Or a lot of the times, like, this goes really, really well with my jeans, just for like an elevated, cozy look. Like, I just want cozy, because the other thing is, like, I'm a Midwest girly, okay? I'm a Midwest girly, so this is very much giving a little bit out in the woods, out in the jungles, a little more outside. I get that, but for me, I really love how the crop styles look, to feel a little less out in the woods, a little more chic, right? Not that the longer versions aren't chic. I am eyeing up a few styles like that. However, the hard part with the longer ones is just making sure I'm finding the right length. Whereas the cropped jackets, you can see they're serving body. Like, here's how I styled the black one with some black leather pants, right? Like, very elevated, very fun. And the fur breaks up the outfit, so it's not like too matrix, not like too much leather. And it's just really fly, really easy for like an everyday running to the coffee shop. And I want to look good and, of course, be warm. Be warm, because I just, you know what? I love some of the girlies, but I'm not the girly to sacrifice warmth. I've learned that about myself. Like, yeah, the skirts look really, really cute. I have like 2 weeks here in Michigan to wear those before it's like, nah, girl, I'm not about to freeze. I'm not about to freeze. I'm so sorry. I'm picking warmth 90% of the time. So that's why I love these jackets, giving them the twofer, because again, what you are probably noticing with a lot of my jackets, if I like it, I got it in another color. And usually I will get like a fun color and then a neutral color, or sometimes just 2 neutral colors, because I know I'm not always going to want to reach for black, or I'm just not always going to want to reach for beige. So giving myself that option in between so I can still get the same effect and have the flow that I like to have when it comes to my fits. Next up, so undefeated, is a good shacket in general. I know the girlies love a good plaid moment. I love a faux fur moment, a tiny moment you're probably noticing, because texture and me. I just love elevated basics, and to me a lot of elevated basics means texture. So this fuzzy shacket from ASOS, giving fuzzy wuzzy, was a bear, but so comfortable and so chic. I love reaching for this. It polishes off so many of my looks so easily. Like, even when I worked my 9 to 5, I would throw this on with like a nicer button up and some nicer pants, like some brown leather pants, some nice boots, and look really, really presentable, but very warm, very cozy, right? This for the weekend, layered over my LNA dress with some nice like knee-high boots, right? Just right on the money. I really cannot get enough of this style of jacket. This is something I feel like every time I see it, no matter who I see it on, it always looks good. Not that the rest of the jackets, as you saw, did not look good, but this is another universal jacket, right? Like, I know some of the jackets, like my Affirm jacket, might feel a little niche to me. I get it, not everybody likes the big bold style, and while like trench coats may seem universal, leather trench coats might feel a little specific. This style of jacket, whether you choose fuzzy or you choose just like a fun pattern, is never a bad option. It just always looks good, and it's so easy to throw on with anything. Just anything, and you're just gonna, chef's kiss, like it's that little sprinkle on top of the cupcake, like baby, you. And I love that. Like, I really do love, again, as you're noticing, I've had this jacket 3 years. I love pieces that, again, I just am so excited to wear. As you can hear, like year after year, like here's all the ways I've worn it, y'all, and I cannot wait. I have like 10 different other outfits in my mind. And even just running back the same outfit, you know, I am an outfit repeater. If you look closely at a lot of my outfit videos, you will start to see like, wait a minute, she definitely ran that. Yes, I did run that back on y'all, because I'm re-wearing my pieces. And the whole point of this, besides just dressing better, especially if you're trying to have your own style, you need to buy good quality pieces. You need to. Like, you can't be buying little cheapy Shein pieces that don't last, right? Like, that just is not gonna be worth your time and energy in the long run, or your money in the long run. Like, if you're just thinking long term, like, yeah, it's cute now, but I need it to be cute in 5-6 years, because baby, I need to be able to run this back. So that's the other reason I love finding good jackets, because you're not wearing them every single day, depending on just how many you have. And then two, because you're only wearing them for certain seasons, right? You can't wear them every single day, 365 days of the year, so they're gonna last a lot longer. So that's the other reason I do not mind spending a little bit more money, knowing that a lot of my jackets, 5, 6, 7, 8, they're gonna last me almost like 10, if not more years, right? Like, as long as I'm not too crazy, spilling my coffee and doing too much, right? Like, unless I get real loose on the dance floor, you know, the jackets, it should last you at least five, if not 10 years. Like, if you're buying jackets and they're not lasting that long, you're not buying the right jackets. I cannot stress that enough. Like, baby, you need to be a little pickier about them jackets. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I know I low-key gone a little bit over 10, but coming in at number 1 is actually not really a jacket, okay? It's not, because it's a little bit heavier, but when I tell you, these dominate my closet, and that's a good cropped faux fur coat. Now, the reason I'm not saying that these are jackets is just because the ones that I own are definitely heavier, and that's just because where I live. And the other thing is, if I'm honest, a lot of the thinner jackets with faux fur, they just look cheap. And I don't mean that to sound rude at all. Like, they look cheap. Okay, like, what you want when it comes to faux fur is for it to look sturdy. You want it to look hefty. And a lot of the inexpensive options, whether it's at Target or Forever 21, they just look cheap. So I like to get the really fuzzy, really deep ones. I have this cream one from Zara when I introduced my Auntie Claus character last holiday, which I plan to bring back this season. I'm very excited, because I also have this red faux fur coat that I've had from ASOS for 7 years, and I bring it out every Christmas, because is it not the perfect holiday coat? It's so cute, so amazing. Then I have this black one from Zara, love it. This is also 5 years old, and I love this because, again, very easy, pair it with some jeans or just like a faux leather top. It's just adding so much fun with very minimal effort. Then my most recent pickup that you know and you love from Fashion Nova, this brown one. So as you can see, these dominate my closet, and I just really love them because they are so fun. And again, faux fur, when done right, can easily elevate all of your outfits, regardless of if you want the crop style, if you want a longer style. I'm seeing a lot of like this length as well, and they're really affordable. Like, a lot of the ones that I've purchased, under $100. A lot of the ones I'm seeing right now are still around $100-ish. So they don't break the bank, and that's what I love about a good faux fur coat. A good faux fur piece, like, when it's done right, it's not expensive, but it looks so luxurious and it feels so comfortable. Like, it just, who's that girl? It's me, boo, I'm looking good, right? Like, every single time I put on one of these jackets, it's always like, no, sprints across the street, like, ma'am, this wear I need to know. So while that is not all of my jackets and all of my coats, because baby, we would be here for another 30 minutes. And if that is something you are interested in, actually go ahead and comment like Cole, baby, because you want to see the jackets, you want to see my whole coat collection going into the season. But these are the outerwear pieces that every single year that I bring these out, I'm always getting complimented, I'm always getting asked about, and have lasted me, as you're seeing, for years and years and years, to give you an idea of not just like the styles of the jackets to be looking for, but the little details that I pay attention to as well, to make sure I'm getting quality regardless of the price of what I'm spending for the pieces. Plus, of course, the ways that I have been wearing them this upcoming season. And if you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to enjoy my entire playlist with more outfit ideas to give you more inspiration, dive deeper into what I look for to make sure I'm buying pieces that not just look good, but baby, what? Feel good too. But before you head over there, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't miss a video if you like fashion, lifestyle, travel, and beauty. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you over there.